Good morning, dear students. I hope all are fine in your home. Dear students, please follow the government rules and regulations to avoid the spreading of corona disease, like maintenance of social distance, wearing of mask while going outside, and hand wash before going to lunch or before going to have breakfast, and wash your hands thoroughly so when you went outside and come back to your home, at the time you have to wash your hands at least minimum 20 seconds. Yes, welcome to online classes, dear children. Today we are going to learn about one of the very important concept, that is tissues. Okay, dear children, before going to that, know that I will ask few questions. So what is the fundamental unit of life? What is the building block of an organism? Yes. As I know that, I hope all the students know this answer. Yes. Why? Because you already studied in the previous class each and every fundamental unit of life, that is what we call it as cells. Yes. Even the building block of an organism is also called cells. Yes, dear children, these cells are very essential for all the organisms for their survival. How many number of cells is present in an organism? Yes, some of the students are thinking either it may be hundreds or thousands or 10,000 or 1 lakh. See children, the number of cells is present in the organism, so that will be depend on the organism. I will give one example now. If you take one example, that is amoeba. Amoeba is a single cell organism. In the only single cell, all the biological activities will be takes place. So what are the biological activities will be takes place in the amoeba? Yes, digestion, respiration, excretion, reproduction, and everything, all the life process activities that will be takes place in the amoeba, which means amoeba having only one cell, that in the cell only in the one cell only, these are all life process activities will be takes place. If you take one more example, dear children, if you take is the same only single cell is present in the dog or cat? No. Yes, dog or the cat will be made up of more than one cell. That is what we call it as multicellular organisms. What do you mean by multicellular organisms? Yes, the organisms that is made up of more than one cell. The organisms that is made up of the cells is nothing but the organisms is made up of more than one cell. That is what we call it as multicellular organisms. Yes, dear children, in the multicellular organisms, the different kinds of the cells is present, so that we call it as tissues. These cells will be performs a specific work. See, dear children, so that is what we call it as tissues. See, tissues is a group of cells having similar structure and function. So if you take the multicellular organism, one more example I will give, the human beings. In the human beings, if you take the digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, is it possible that digestive system cells will be performs the respiration? No, which means it is the digestive cells is specifically meant for the purpose of digestive process. If you take the respiration, the respiratory cells is specifically meant for the purpose of exchange of gases. Same like that, if you take in the plants, some of the very important vascular tissues is that is what we call it as xylem and phloem. Do you know what do you mean by xylem, children? What do you mean by phloem? Yes, xylem is one of the vascular tissue. It will be very helpful to transport the water and nutrients from the soil or the root tip to top of the plant. And same like that, if you take the phloem is specifically meant for the purpose of transportation of food materials from leaf to last part of the plant body. Same like that only, in the multicellular organism, a group of cells is specifically meant for the specific function. Such a type of cells, what we call it as tissues. And then in the multicellular organism, that group of cells will be performs a particular work. So that is what we call it as division of labor. That, for example, digestion cells or the digestive cells is specifically meant for the purpose of digestion only. Excretory cells is specifically meant for the purpose of removal of waste substances from our body. So like that, in the multicellular organism, that works become divided, and these works will be done by the specialized cells, that is what we call it as tissues. But in the unicellular organisms, these division of labor do not present, or division of labor is absent. Why? Because in the unicellular organism, entire life process activities will be takes place in one cell only. Dear children, the tissues is genetically made up of the two types of the tissues. One is animal tissues and plant tissues. So now shall we move on to the next slide, that is different types of the tissues, that is what we call it as the difference between the animal or the plant tissue or animal tissue. If we come to the plant tissue, as we know that the plants do not move from one place to another place, and most of the cells is present in the plant, or the most of the tissues is present in the plant, it will be very helpful to provide the mechanical support and strength to the plant. Hence, most of the plant tissues are dead cells, and they will be provide the mechanical support and strength to the plant. If you come to the animal tissues, animals have a capability to show the locomotion. Do you know, children, what do you mean by locomotion? Yes, movement of an organism from one place to another place. That is what we call it as locomotion. Animals have a capability to move from one place to another place, and they require more energy as compared to the plants. Why? Because they have a well developed and well organized tissues, or the organ system is present in the animals as compared to the plants. Hence, the animals will be requires more energy as compared to the plant. And most of the cells and the tissues is present in the animal tissue. Animals is living cells. What about in the plant cell? The plant cells, that most of the plant cells or the plant tissues are dead cells, but most of the cells or the tissues present in the animals, these are all living cells. And the growth, one more very important, the growth of the plant takes place in only some regions where the meristematic tissue is present in the plant. In that region only the plant growth will be takes place, but not in the, if you come to the animal tissues, the growth of the animals is more uniform. So animals do not have a separate dividing or non-dividing systems of the cells. So each and every cell will be divides itself, and it will be increases their number. And then, so it will be actively involved in the specialized functions and specialized, these we call it as specialized tissues. But if you come to the plants, in the particularly the growth of the plant or the division that will be takes place, particular area, particular reason, that is what we call it as meristematic tissue. Do you know where the meristematic tissues is present in the plant? In that region only the growth of the plant that will be takes place. Okay, dear children, in this class we have learnt about the meaning of tissues and meaning of division of labor and the difference between the plant and animal tissues. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the different types of the plant tissues and their functions and different types of animal tissues and their function. Dear children, please stay home, stay healthy. Thank you. Jai Shri Gurudev.